What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. We are foregoing the intro screens and we are getting right into the thick of it. We have already found our first survivor and we are playing the Blight. So something that I wanted to really get into this time is the Blight actually really as good as people say? Ooh, I stopped running, so I lost my lunge. And I truly believe that he actually is as good. And the reason why I believe that is because he has an ability that not everybody has. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, is the Legion actually as good as people say? So let's talk a little bit about it. What makes people think the Legion is as good as they say? And I think the answer is actually pretty clear, and it's because of his actual ability and some of his perks that he has. And his ability is to rush, and rushing is exhilarating. It's fun. It makes you catch up to folks super quick. And it's just really it's a really good power that you should use all the time. Like right here, I'll rush in. I have I missed it. But I have the monocle, so it actually tells me where, in fact, she has Dead Hard. So it's going to tell me where I'm going to impact, and then of course after I bounce, then I can rush again, and then swing and hit. Ooh, and she has D-Strike. Woo! She's behind me, going off to the left. Yes. Nope, I knew you were there. Okay, so here's the problem that you have with the Blight. He is a very difficult killer to play. And the reason why I say he's very difficult is because the rush ability is difficult to actually use. So when you go into rush, you have to have something that I like to call future sight. And if you have future sight, then okay, then the rush ability can be actually relatively good, and you can utilize it to your advantage. And what is future sight? Future sight is the ability to see where things are going, or what people are going to be doing. It's kind of like just understanding what that survivor is going to do, right? Like what is the name of the game for Dead by Daylight? The name of the game is you have one killer and you have 4 survivors, and the 4 survivors have to go to the generators, like the one that's lit right here, and they have to turn them on, just like that one right over there. That was actually perfect timing. And as soon as they power on 5 generators, then the exit gates become powered. And as soon as the exit gates become powered, then they have to get to the exit gate, open it, and then they have to exit through that area so that they can get out, right? Oh, there you are. Do that. I'm not going to kick that this time. Ooh, lunge. Did not work. Okay, so having future sight is extremely good because you want to get people off of the generators. You want to be able to predict where they are going, and you want to be able to kind of force them into a position that they aren't really comfortable, like that. Like she was in an open area, and I'm sprinting after her, and she just really had nowhere to go. Now, of course, they could have perks like Dead Hard and something else like that to dodge. But if they don't, well, then they're going to get hooked. And good for me, that's a second hook. I hate the cornstalk. I am really bad in the cornstalk. So Dead by Daylight actually acknowledges that the Blight is actually a very difficult character to play. Ooh, I respected that palette like crazy. Not that time. What? Oh, you're over here. Oh, dang it. So Dead by Daylight actually marks the killer as a hard killer. And the reason that I think they do that is because of how their ability Rush is, and it's a very difficult ability to use. Otherwise, he's actually relatively easy to play. You could run down survivors, and you don't even have to use the ability. In fact, anybody that has some future sight and some ability to kind of control the map will actually do really good with him. In fact, they can probably do really good with all of the killers. But whenever you take in consideration is the Blight actually as good as people say, you have to take into consideration everybody's powers and abilities, right? Like the trapper being able to build traps and some other things, right? So I think that with the Blight's perks like Dragon's Grip and then Hex Blood Favor, I could hear her. He's actually very, very good at what he does, because he just controls the chase, which, I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of like what we all play for, right? Is the chase. It's fun, it's exciting, it's exhilarating. Ooh, hello. And she can't use this, and which way did she go? I think she went back around. Yep, she's back inside. Ooh, that was good. Boom. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. But what I'm saying is that if you play the Blight and you continue to play the Blight, you will get better and better and better with him. Now, I would not recommend playing the Blight if you are a new player, like if you're a new killer. In fact, you can see actually how bad I am with the Blight in my previous videos. I didn't know how to use his rush ability. I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know how to do that. And whenever I used his rush abilities, I was actually... Skadios. I was actually hitting the walls over and over and over and over and over again. I'm gonna rush on her. Like that. And the more and more I've played the Blight, the better and better I've gotten. So that is my point that I'm making, is that if you continue to play the Blight and you continue to use his rush ability, you will get better and better and better. And this round was perfect because I was able to use my rush ability when I wanted to, and then I didn't when I didn't feel like I needed to. This game was pretty quick, but it felt really, really good. And I have to attest that to me continually playing the Blight. And that's something that I think that you all should consider whenever you're playing a killer that is very difficult to play. So here we are at the end screen. I had a really, really fun game. In fact, I got 6,000 in Brutality, 8,000 in Deviousness, 6961 in Hunter, and then 6,900 in Sacrifice. So what that actually gave me is Golden Gatekeeper, Golden Chaser, and then an Iridescent in Devout and Malicious. Gave me 2 pips, which then brought me from rank 13 to rank 12 with 1 pip. So that's super exciting. That is actually 1 rank closer to rank 10, and even closer to my my rank 1 goal. I've been putting my videos into a playlist called Journey to Rank 1 because I am tracking how I'm doing as I progress to rank 1. So to go back to my question of, is the Blight actually as good as people say? And I can definitively say, yes, he is actually as good as people say if you put enough time and energy into learning his kit. Look, I'm just your average Joe, right? I've got a day job, I work 50 hours a week, and I can play when I have time to play. But whenever I do play, I put in a lot of time and effort to learn as much as I can so that I can be better than most. Now, I'm only ranked 12, and I'm going to share with you what I've learned. And I think that's something that I can bring to the table for a lot of you out there, because a lot of you out there work 50 to 60 hours a week, don't have time to play as much as these other killers or other survivors or just other players in general. So look, if you want to see a little bit more content, if you want to see my next video that I upload, if you want to watch me take my journey to rank 1, hit the subscribe button down below. That'll let me know that you're watching and you want more content like this. Thank you all so much for joining in, watching the video. Until next time, we'll see you later.